Now is your time to fledge.
What up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the 13th Floor, brought to you by Fledgeology, where, of course, the mantra is leap, grow, fly. And always on the 13th floor, you know, the furniture isn't always the best, but the view is amazing. We got another special edition podcast today. Of course, we've been introducing the Fledgeology team, and today we're going to introduce T.I. T.I., what's good, man?
What's going on, man? Just for everybody to know, that ain't the name. That's the title. I'm working my way up.
Hey, so if you wondering why you don't hear that, you know, Southern Atlanta drawl or, you know, that Bankhead reference, we are not talking about T.I.P. Clifford Harris. We are talking about Jeremiah Dace, also known as Jay. So, Tip, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the show. We could talk some motivation, but today we talking about the intern, or TDI. I'll let y'all figure out what the D stands for when things don't go so great. We are talking about the intern, Jay Dace. What's going on, bro?
Just living a dream, man. Another beautiful day in paradise.
Another beautiful day in paradise. So Jay is also an aspiring motivational speaker, and we'll get into a little bit of that today as we get all up in his business. You know, I'm be trying to get to know everything about Jay, so we're gonna be asking him a lot of questions. So you're gonna be an open book today, man. All right?
Hey, let's do it, man.
So talk to me a little bit about where you from, man, and what your family was like in Wisconsin.
All right, so I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and like my family life, man, it was great. Honestly, growing up, I had 5 older sisters, 1 younger brother, so it's a big family. It was just like it was a huge family in my eyes.
Man, I couldn't imagine having that many people in the house because, you know, it was just me and my brother in my house, and my 2 sisters were with my dad. But having that many people in the house and that many, you know, different attitudes and characteristics, like, I couldn't imagine.
Attitudes is the best word you can use, man, because I had
5 sisters.
Exactly. 5 older sisters, man. So it was like, and I don't know if you know this about women, but if you get into an argument with one, all of them just like
Oh man, so man, I spend a lot of time with my lady and her friends, and that is the last thing that I'm ever trying to do is have any kind of discussion, because then it's like you versus them, and it's only one me. So if I ain't got no backup, man, I'm gonna lose. So I just, you know, I let them have it. You know, I concede all loss.
Yeah, man. But one of the benefits was growing up with that many siblings, and then women in general, patience. You know, I developed a lot of patience going off of that, man, and a sensitive side as well, because you got to be sensitive to them, because if you're not,
right. So you missed the Ralph Tresvant.
Yeah.
Hey, so question, man. You say you grew up with a lot of sisters, so you were the younger brother, right?
Yeah, out of the 5 sisters, yeah.
Did they ever like put makeup on you and all that crazy stuff?
No, man. I mean, my dad didn't come into my life till I was maybe around 8 or 9, I think. And so I did do a lot of feminine things because I was raised by women. You know?
Right.
So I would try on the dress shoes and my mom heels. You know what I mean? I just did all that because I was so close to her. I wanted to be under her all the time. And She wasn't always there because, you know, my dad wasn't there. So she was at work all the time. So whenever she was there, I just wanted to be under her. So I was doing a lot of feminine things as an adolescent, I guess. But I definitely grew out of that and realized that, okay, there's certain things that guys do and certain things that girls do. Right,
man. Right. I'm glad to see that happen, man. So you say your dad came into your life at a later time. What was that relationship like?
I mean, at first it was great. You know, it was a lot of fun. He wasn't always there. So when he got there, all I knew was that, hey, my dad's here. So this was amazing for me. And I remember we used to joke around and have a lot of fun together. He would sit me on his leg and act like it was a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm. My son loves that.
It was so much fun, man. I thought he was the greatest man ever. But we kind of like grew distant as I grew up, because I think a big part of that was like my mom. She was the lover and affection giver, and my dad was the disciplinary. So normally when you have one one parent giving you all this love and affection and letting you know, hey, it's okay. I know you messed up, but it's okay. And you got this one guy coming down on you, like, you know, with the wrath of God. You know, you're just gonna go to that other person more often and cling to the other person more often than the other parent that's coming down on you.
Do you think that the way that he treated you from that disciplinary aspect, that it had a good effect or a bad effect?
Oh, it had a phenomenal effect now.
Right.
Hindsight is 20/20, but I couldn't necessarily see it when it was happening, because I was just like, I don't understand why you're doing this to me.
Right.
I don't understand. He didn't like beat me, but whoopings. Like I was like, man, all right, I got into a fight, but I ain't kill nobody. You ain't gotta whoop me. So I would just try to make up excuses as to why I didn't feel the punishment I was getting was deserving. But it definitely benefited me a lot, and I grew on into the man that I am, and the lessons that he taught me then, I'm applying to my life now, and it's been great. I definitely appreciate it, and we're actually getting a lot closer than what we were in my youth.
It's crazy how that happens, man. I have a similar relationship with my father, and throughout high school, it wasn't always the best. I mean, he was there. It just wasn't as strong a relationship as it is now. I think as we mature and start to see things as men, we understand a lot more of those lessons, like you said, man. So shout out to Pops, you know what I'm saying, for turning Jay into the man he is today. What would you say is one of the most profound lessons that he taught you?
Ah, man, that's a good question. Something that he always taught me was find something that you would do for free and learn a way to make money at it. And whenever he told me that, I was like, okay, yeah, Pop, I got you. I just find something you do for free, and then maybe, all right, cool. But I think that planted a seed to chase my passion. Like, I didn't realize it kind of came into like full circle. And like when I became an adult, and I realized, okay, that's what he meant. Don't necessarily find something, just anything that you would do for free, but find something that you love to do. Find something that you truly believe is inside of you, and then learn a way to make money at it, and you'll always be happy. Like, you won't necessarily feel like you're working. You'll just be having fun with life. So chase the passion and chase the dream, and basically the money will come with it.
Nice. That's a very, very good message there, if you didn't catch it. Dropping nuggets all the time on the 13th floor. Hey, man, so we're going to jump into high school, man. What was that like?
High school, man. Freshman year, honestly, at first, freshman year seemed like it was going to suck. You know what I mean? But it was pretty cool, man. I got known. I was never like the popular dude, but I was known by everybody, if that makes sense. Right. You know what I mean? So freshman year was cool. Honestly, all the way up from freshman to sophomore year, from freshman to senior year, man. It was cool. It was a nice little ride. I started tennis in my junior year of high school, and I joined the team. And I think I went to a conference, and I came third place in tennis doubles with my partner. And so that was cool, man. I love tennis with a passion. I tried football, I tried wrestling, and while I was good, tennis just stole my heart, man. So, and it's such a methodical sport, man. You can't just, you can't just play tennis and think that you just gonna be good. You gotta practice, and it's a lot that goes into it. So, I think that's what caught my eye about it.
Yeah, man, that's pretty amazing. It's not like a traditional sport for a young black man. So, congrats to you, man, on taking on that challenge. So, do you still play today?
Yeah. I mean, whenever I get the chance. I mean, with work, school, and other things calling my attention. And you don't really find too many tennis players.
It's a hard sport, man. Like, I tried it a few times, and I mean, I call myself an athlete because I can play sports, but I cannot hit that ball without it going straight up into the air. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all about the grip, how you hit it. You got a full swing. You got to go all the way through. You can't take your eye off the ball. That was a key thing that I took from it and applied to my life. The serve. It's so many different aspects of it, man. But it's a cool sport to play. Especially once you get good at it, it's a fun sport to play.
Cool,
and you
man.
got to be in shape.
Yeah, you do.
But if you're not, you gonna find out real quick whether or not you're in shape.
Right. So is that what you were mostly involved with in high school, just the tennis, or did you do other activities outside of that?
Oh, I was on the step team because I'm a dancer. I love to dance.
We got 3 dancers on the Fletchology team. How long to the battle, fellas? Fresh. He calling you out. Scoob.
Hey,
Art.
I'm not.
He calling you out.
I'm not saying that I'm not calling them out, but they don't want to see me. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it right there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put it on the table, walk away. You know. But yeah, I was on the step team, and that was a lot of fun. That was just something new to try. And at first, I didn't know. I mean, honestly, when I got on the step team, I excelled. Like, I became a captain within months. Just because I'm the rhythm and the synchronization of the music and the stepping. It was just so that was something that I really did really good at, and I had a lot of fun with.
Cool, man. So what was your favorite? You say you dance step. Do you have a favorite dance type or dance genre as well?
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
Definitely, man. Hip hop. I mean, I like to. I tried to get into breakdancing, and I'm decent. I ain't doing no flares or spinning on my head. You know what I mean? I ain't breaking no arms, but I can like pop lock. You know what I mean? And hip hop dance. That's where it's at for me, man. I venture out. I can salsa. You know what I mean? I can do a little tango. Nothing crazy, nothing too crazy.
That's the fun stuff right there, man. Yeah. Hey, so what was life after high school like? When you graduated, what'd you get into?
Oh man, this is when it get real. It get real right here. But I just being transparent, man. I went from as soon as I graduated high school, I went to the military, and I went to basic training, and I realized I didn't finish basic training. I realized that what in the world was I thinking? I went to the military for all the wrong reasons. I just saw a paycheck. I saw an opportunity to get out of Milwaukee, and I was like, I'm going after it, but my heart wasn't in it, man. I got there and I was like, I'm about to freaking lose my mind here. So I talked to him, and I was like, hey, I can't do this. And it haunted me for a while, to be honest, because I was like, man, I feel like a failure. I felt like I quit. I felt like I gave up. I was like, man, if I could just get the chance to go back, I know I could do it over again. But that opportunity never presented itself again. And I mean, I'm grateful because I don't think that the military is where I was supposed to be. It was more so the opportunity to prove myself that I was looking for, and I think that I'm doing that now. So the opportunity came back again, but just not in the same way.
Okay, so you did the military thing, and you didn't like that. It wasn't for you. So what was next?
After that, I came back to Milwaukee, and I mean, honestly, I tried so many different things, just trying to, because all I knew is I wanted to be successful. So I tried to be, it's this company called Cutco, and I tried to sell, basically, tried to sell knives.
Right.
I did pretty good. I think I was the top one in my team, and then I moved to, I'm sorry. Let me backtrack a little bit. I met this girl, and she was getting into the military, and because I was going to try to join the Air Force after that. I was still trying to pursue that dream of, getting the opportunity back and, overcoming that fear of not finishing basic. So I met her and fell in love, head over heels. I just knew this was the one. I knew this was it. So we got married. I'm 19.
Wow. I couldn't imagine being married at 19 years old.
So I just knew, man, this is it. We go make it happen. She moved down to Virginia, which is where I am now. And, I followed her down there after we got married. I went down there with her. And I mean, from there, man, it was just, like I said, one thing after another. I was just trying to be successful. Every job I got, I worked on base, at the shop I worked at the BX on base. I became a merchandiser, but every job I got, I just felt like there's more, like I have more that I'm supposed to be doing. This is not it. It can't be it. So, that was pretty much, you know, like my life for about 3 years, man, just trying to figure out what it is I'm supposed to do. And that was hell, you know, for real.
Right, I can imagine the amount of transition and going from one to another, but not really feeling that satisfaction. I can imagine.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. Then, so moving forward after that, I met this guy, and he was in a company called Primerica. I don't know if you heard of them.
Sounds like insurance or something.
Yeah, it's an insurance company. They sell life insurance, and they teach you how to invest and all things like that. I think their mantra is buy term life insurance and invest the difference. So I did that, and that was like the first launching pad to let me know that I can go into business for myself and like have my own, and actually, you know, become successful and become independently wealthy. Because the mentality that they had, the guy, his name was Dan Roos. He was our area manager. And his energy, his outlook on life, man, his drive, his passion, it was captivating and infectious. So I was like, yo, I want to do that. Like, I want to have that. Not necessarily what he was doing, but the way he would talk to people and inspire them to do great things. I was like, yo, that's what I want to do. And that's just kind of where I went after that, man. I kind of went to Primerica, and then I left Primerica, and I realized that I was like, okay, let me try the fitness and health coach thing, because I want to help people lose weight. And then
were you still overweight at the time?
No, I feel like I'm kind of everywhere right now, man. But that's honestly, if I'm being real, that's where my life was. My life was everywhere. But I just recently lost about 45 pounds. And that's what made me feel like I wanted to do the health coach and fitness coach thing. And the reason why I lost that weight, and the reason why I was going to the gym so hard and trying to get better and getting into a better place, is because I was just separated from my wife.
Okay.
And I allowed that to drive me and fuel me to do that.
So you used that external motivation, that I guess down period in your life, to kind of fuel you to get to a goal that you set for yourself, right? Exactly.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if I'm gonna be honest, man, when we first separated, the reason why I did it, I was like, I'm gonna show her, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie.
Hashtag like, petty.
Okay, for real. But I was like, all right, that's
that female upbringing, man. That's what that is.
Yeah, I was like, you say you just go bounce like that? Okay, cool. You don't want to be with me? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in this work. And you go look at me, and I'm like, yo, I'm out here, and you sitting there looking like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I left him. That was like the driving force behind it. But you got to be careful. While the action and the decision to lose weight was a good decision, the motive behind it wasn't good. So sometimes you can have the right vehicle, but if you're not putting the right gas in the car, then you're not gonna get far, man. So I realized that real quick.
Awesome, man. So you done got through the separation. You working out, you losing weight. You're doing the health and life coach now.
No. I once again realized that wasn't it. Okay. You know what I mean? Just trying stuff. So I realized that wasn't it, and then I looked into motivational speaking. When I was working out, I would listen to a lot of motivational speakers like Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Jim Rohn, Joel Osteen, all these different speakers, and they just kind of helped me to keep pushing while I was working out. And then I realized that I came back full circle to motivational speaking again, and then I let it go. Because I didn't think that I could do it. I got scared about it. So I honestly, man, that kind of happened maybe 3 or 4 more times, man. Because I didn't know how I could be successful at it. I didn't know how I can make money at motivational speaking. I didn't know who would want to talk to me? I'm just this guy from Milwaukee. Right. Look at my life. I went through divorce. I failed on so many things.
So at that time period, I want to talk. You say you were scared, and obviously with flagellology, we're about embracing that fear to get you out of your comfort zone and everything. Were you around a certain group of people, or was this just something that you kept to yourself? Like, you're wanting to be a motivational speaker. Like, did you share that with certain people, or was this like a goal that you had and you kept it internal because you wanted to realize it for yourself before you shared it with other people?
I did share with my girlfriend at the time, and she, she was like, I think you can do it. And I think that I didn't really have that support group, though. I think that it was just me and her, really. So she supported me, but when I would slack off, she would look at it like, okay, so he's not serious. And I mean, understandably so. If you're not serious about it, then how can you expect other people to be serious about it?
Right.
So I don't think I had anybody really around that I could kind of talk to at the time to keep me motivated, because honestly I didn't really believe it for myself, so I didn't necessarily pursue those other people as well, because I didn't know if I could do it. If that answers your question. Right.
Okay, so what was it, or when did you get to the point and you realize, all right, yeah, this is something that I can do, this is what I want to do?
When did I get to that point? I got to that point, man, I hit a really, really, really low period in my life. I mean, low. Everything seems to just be falling apart, man. It seemed like everything I touched just got taken away from me. So I realized that the only thing that stayed was my desire to speak, my desire to motivate other people that, even in my down moment, I was trying to tell other people that they can be great, you know what I mean? And I would relate that to myself, like, yo, you can still do this. So that was early last year, man. I just honestly, probably the first half of last year, it was just when I hit that low period in my life, and I just said that I remember a Thursday night, and I looked up at the ceiling, and I was like, it just, once again, being transparent, I was afraid. I was on the brink of my car being repossessed. And I looked up at the ceiling, and I don't know if I was talking to God. I don't know if I was talking to life. I don't know who I was talking to. But I remember saying, you're going to have to kill me. Because I'm going after this. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to be a successful motivational speaker. I'm going to obtain whatever it is I want to obtain. I'm going to live the life I want to live. I'm going to have what I want to have. So either I'm going to get that, or I'm going to die. That was that. And when I got to that point, man, everything started changing. I really can't explain it. My mentality changed, and then opportunities started coming, and I'm on the road to that destiny right now, man. So it's been phenomenal ever since that Thursday night, or actually early Thursday morning.
That's amazing, man. I really like that attitude, where you say you're gonna have to kill me to keep me from reaching this goal, man. I think if we, it became that important to you. So, for our listeners, when you're thinking about doing whatever it is you want to do, you got a goal, or you have a business, or whatever it is, you want to change your life, you want to change your marriage or your relationship with your kids, when it becomes that important, where you're going to have to die before somebody stops you from reaching it, that is when you're going to start seeing that change in your life. So, and Jay is a testimony to it. So talk to me a little bit about how things started going upward. I know you traveled a little bit, you spent some time on a ship. Let's talk about that for a little bit.
So I was unemployed at the time, and so I'm just applying to different jobs, man. And then this cruise ship company, at first I was like, nah, I'm not about to try. I was like, no, I'm not trying to do that. But I went ahead and applied. I was like, what's the worst that could happen? And then I got a call back, did an interview. The company flew me out to St. Louis. I did training there, and then I flew up to Maine, and I toured the East Coast, man. That's something I've been wanting to do for a while, travel, just get out there and see the world. So once again, I think it all came back from that Thursday morning when I said, I'm going to do this. And that happened, that opportunity presented itself to travel and get paid while I was doing it. I was a deckhand on the cruise ship. So I steered the ship, I did security, and I did, what else I do? Maintenance on the ship. So that was cool. That was a great experience. So we toured the entire East Coast, man, up from Maine all the way down to Florida. And it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal, man. And then I met a friend on the ship, and she told me about an orphanage out in Haiti that her grandma goes to. And so I was like, I definitely want to go, help you partake in that as well. And she said, yeah, I'm going in December. I was like, well, I guess I'm going in December. So this past December, from I think the 6th to the 13th, I flew over to Haiti, first time out the country, and it was phenomenal. I volunteered at the orphanage and stayed at the orphanage, volunteered at the orphanage, and it was a phenomenal experience, man. They taught me so much over there.
Yeah. So what did you do as far as volunteering, and how were the kids?
Oh, the kids, yo, the kids were so grateful for any and everything you did. I remember we were cleaning up around the orphanage, and it was just trash everywhere because they don't have like a sanitation department. You know, they just kind of throw the trash on the ground and they put it in piles and they burn it.
Mm-hmm.
So what we were doing, we was picking up trash around the orphanage, and it was just me and my friend. Her name's Kristen. Me and my friend Kristen picking up trash, and the next thing you know, it's like 7 or 8 different people out here. You know, the kids, the orphans, they just out here picking up the trash with us. And like, I feel like, you know, kids in America, man, no shade towards America, but kids in America, if we go to a park right now and start picking up trash, you ain't gonna see no 7, 8 volunteer kids just come out there and just help pick up trash with us.
Yeah, that's those first world problems.
Yeah, so that was amazing, man. And then you know, just we fed them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and when we try to figure out who didn't get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, the kids who got one, they would push the kids that didn't get one to the front of the line, letting us know that, hey, they didn't get a sandwich. So it was the love that they have for one another and for us. You know what I mean? It was phenomenal, man. It just let me know that you don't really need a lot, you know, to be happy and to be, you know, content with life. You don't really need all the glamour and the fame. You just need the love of yourself and the love of other people around you, and you got it all right there.
Right. And how beautiful is Haiti? Because I have a Haitian line brother, a lot of Haitian friends from being in Miami, and they always talk to me about how beautiful this country is and just the difference between the way it's portrayed in the media versus what it actually is there.
Oh yeah, man, it's gorgeous. Like it's so many mountains. I think I was in Grand Guave, and that means like big coast, and then it's Petit Guave means like small coast. But it's so many mountains. It's the water there is so clear. Like, I mean, I think I was in like we went to the ocean to go swimming in the ocean, and I was about waist deep, maybe my belly button, and I could see my feet. You know what I mean? But you go in America, you're not gonna see. You know, you might see, you know, your waistline from your belly button, but you're not about to see, you know, I mean, your kneecaps and that, man. So that was amazing. And then there was this place called Basin Blue, and it's a waterfall. So we were jumping off the waterfall into I think the water was 75 feet deep, but the water was so blue. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was terrified. It was 75 feet water, and I'm jumping off a waterfall. I'm like, I don't know. But, you know, you in a new place, you got to try something new, man. And it definitely pushed me to do that.
75 feet deep, though?
Yeah, man. I was like, I remember when I first jumped in, I did a couple of swim moves to try to come to the top. And I realized that I wasn't at the top yet. So
I did the same thing in Jamaica. So in Jamaica, they got, I think it's called Duns River Falls. And they have a 30 or 40 foot cliff that you jump off of into the water. First of all, jumping off a 30-foot cliff into the water hurts like heck if you don't hit the water right. That's just first off. But when you in the water, you probably go like 10 feet down and don't really realize it. So like you said, you swimming to the top, trying to get to the top, and you notice like, dang, I'm not there yet. Am I gonna make it back to the top? So you get scared or whatnot, but you know, you finally make it. But yeah, that's crazy, 75 feet deep, man. I can't imagine the creatures that are crawling around down there at the bottom of the ocean like that, man.
Yeah. I don't know what was down there. They ain't mess with me. I ain't mess with them, man. That's all I know. I was like, yo, if at any moment I'm upsetting y'all, let me know. I'm getting out.
That's cool, man. So let's fast forward to fledgeology a little bit, man. How'd you get involved with the team?
Oh man, that's all you.
Yes, yes, it is all me. Thank you for that credit. But no, man, what brought you to the team? You know, how did that go about?
I mean, honestly, man, I believe in the law of attraction, you know, so I know that if you're going to make it in life, you're going to need people around you that's like-minded, that's also trying to get to either the same place you're trying to get to, or people that's also trying to get to a place of their own, but both of you guys are trying to grow. So I spoke it into my life that, hey, the right people are going to come to me. The right people are going to come to me. And then I didn't realize that the right person was already there. So my man, Brett, he told me about he told me what he was doing and with I think his ex-boss at the time, or ex-boss now, his ex-boss Carol, the motivational speaking and life coaching company, told me what flagology meant, what it stood for. And I was like, man, that's exactly what I wanted, my message, or that I feel like, what I want to tell people to do. So it was just kind of like surreal for that to actually come into my life after, weeks talking about the right people coming into my life, man. So flagology, that's how I got into it. And ever since then, it's been a great experience. And Carol's been an amazing mentor so far. And I'm just looking forward to the ride, man. I just feel like it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited what you're going to bring to the table. And you're absolutely right, man. Carol is an amazing mentor. I call him Coach K all the time, man, just from the life lessons he's given me. And I definitely thought putting both of y'all together, it was going to be magical. With your energy and his wisdom, I definitely see big things happening on that front. So yeah, definitely glad you decided to go ahead and take that opportunity to be a part of the team, man. And we just going up from there. Before we close out, since you're an aspiring motivational speaker, I gotta give you the floor, give you the platform to go ahead and give the people a message, man.
Oh, okay, no doubt. My saying is go be great, man, because you have greatness within you. Everything about you is great. Like, I just want you to know that you survived out of over 4 million sperm cells to be here. That's not by happenstance. Think about that for a second, B. 4 million sperm cells and you are here. You know how many people was trying to beat you? Look at those odds. Look at those odds, man. 1 in 4 million. So you were literally born a champion. You were born victorious, man. So don't stop being a champion now. And now that you're here, now that you already won, don't stop now. Keep grinding, keep going, man, and live out the purpose, because you're here for a reason. It's like it could have been somebody else. You know what I mean? You know how many times your pops and your moms might have did stuff and you didn't make it that time, but you made it now, man. So you gotta keep going, man. You gotta keep driving, keep pushing, because you have a purpose within you, and chase the dream, and everything else will come with, man. Chase the dream, and everything that you need will be provided for you, man.
Awesome message, man. Awesome message. Thank you for spending some time with us here on the 13th floor. This is Jay's first time on the show, but it definitely won't be his last. We appreciate the message, and we just look forward to great things going forward, man. So with that being said, like that, we gone. Thank you all for listening here on the 13th floor, where the furniture isn't always the best, but the views are amazing.
We out of here. Go be great, y'all.
Now is your time to flank. Now is your time to flinch.